Testing, testing. It's fourth time now. I'm trying to record my no spoiler Spider-Man No Way Home review because you can't talk about this movie without freaking spoiling something. And every time I record it, I have to go back and I start editing and I'm like, crap, I got to do it again. So, for now. And yeah, welcome to my Spider-Man No Way Home review with zero spoilers because I care about you guys and I don't want to ruin your viewing experience. I have a ton to say, but I'm going to record something after this where it's going to be like a total breakdown of every scene, the symbolism, the freaking Easter eggs, the kitchen sink. I did this for Joker and people love the video. I'm going to do it for this, okay? For now, let's just keep it simple. Vaguely talk about the film, how great it is, rate it, and I'll see you in a little bit. Do not mess this up. Spider-Man No Way Home is an event film. I went to go see it. Total awe, like most fans will be, because there are things here that you never thought you'd ever see in your lifetime that I will not get into. And you were just like, wow, like, is that really happening? Am I really seeing this? And you walk out of the theater and you're like, oh. I walked out, I was like, and I actually recorded my reaction when I walked out. I actually posted it. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. Yeah, it's me drooling and freaking out. But yeah, I was a fan. And you know what? I am a fan of Spider-Man. I love freaking Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. Transparency, full transparency. This is a Batman house, but Spider-Man is my number 2. And don't be like, oh, then you're not a real fan. Dude, I was tracking a Spider-Man poster down for 5 freaking years. It's an original, not a reprint. And if you know the story of this poster, you know it's pretty cool that I have one. So yeah, I'm a fan. Because the reality is, the good guy is only as good as their villains. Closest thing to Batman's rogue gallery is Spider-Man's. And where films have always wanted to put too many villains in one movie, this one does it without going into detail, but it does it right, and it feels good. It feels organic, and it feels, yeah, dude, freaking just geek heaven. Some villains might be familiar to you, but guess what? The ones that had some flaws are actually improved. Not going to say anything. It's good stuff. Tom Holland, this is his best Peter Parker Spider-Man he's done. Yeah, there's some range in this performance. Because this is not a light film. This is a heavy film. There's a lot of emotion. A lot of sentimental, just everything. Yeah, this is an emotional freaking film, dude. It really is. Like, compared to the other Spider-Man movies, especially the MCU ones, this is the heavy one. And I love Tom Holland because unlike Tobey Maguire, who was great, but instead of looking like a high school kid, he looked like somebody who was going to pick up his kid from high school. And Andrew Garfield, who kind of played Peter Parker as the guy who would pick on a Peter Parker, Tom Holland kind of nailed it. And here, he goes from Peter Parker the boy to Peter Parker the man. And it's freaking awesome. I cannot wait till my breakdown because I have so much to say. But I'm not going to ruin it because it's 4 freaking times already. Okay. So Spider-Man No Way Home is a heavy film with a lot of emotion. It also has that Saturday morning cartoon awesomeness. And it's blended in perfectly. Yes, it is. There are things that certain characters do, decisions that are made, where you do have to wonder what were they thinking, or couldn't that have been avoided? But you just, the way it's done, you just kind of forgive it a little bit, and you just move forward. Why not? And I am happy that my excitement is a little bit next day now. And yes, I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday, but I did wash it. Just want to make that clear. Because my reaction video, I'm wearing the same shirt. Whatever, I love this shirt, dude. It's cool. But yeah, I washed it. Yesterday I walked out and I was like, greatest Spider-Man movie ever. Probably the greatest MCU movie ever. Okay, I've let a day go by. This has the greatest moments of a Spider-Man movie ever. And I think could be debated. It might have some of the best moments in an MCU movie ever. Yes. And don't say Spider-Verse. I love Spider-Verse. I think it's amazing. But if you want to call it a flaw, you can. I have this problem where I can't put animated and live action together. It's 2 different categories. But yes, Spider-Verse to me is freaking yes, like bow down. I can't put them in the same category. This is the most Spider-Man-ish film that I've ever seen, where it's like you really feel like it's a Spider-Man movie. Is it my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time? I think it might be the best one over Spider-Man 2. But yeah, I can probably go back and forth. And I will say, as far as the MCU, I've never really been an Endgame fan like a lot of people are. I always thought Infinity War was better. But this movie did try to do like an Endgame size of a Spider-Man film. It's that the difference is, it felt to me like Endgame was more patting itself in the back and telling audiences, look at us. We are Endgame. We are the greatest movie ever. We are the biggest film ever. No Way Home is just doing what it does, and audience members are going to be like, this is the greatest thing, dude. This is awesome. And yeah, there's something to be said when the movie doesn't have to tell you that. You come up with it as an audience member on your own. My favorite MCU films have always been first Iron Man, Ragnarok, and Winter Soldier, and Homecoming. I don't know where I'll put No Way Home, but it's in my top 5. So those are my 5. No Way Home's in there too now, because it's fantastic. And if we were going with the last hour and something of a film, No Way Home would be the greatest MCU movie ever made. Why it would be? Spoiler review coming up next. And yeah, this was some freaking magical shit. Yes, I did it. Freaking just 4 tries, but I freaking did it. And now I'm going to freaking press stop recording, and I'm going to go out there and start editing, and I'm going to be like, I forgot to mention this one freaking thing that I needed to. Guys, I would love to know what you thought about this movie, but please don't screw it up in the comments. Don't be that guy. Please like, subscribe, whatever, do all the stuff that I have, and thanks for watching.